Hello, my name is Marisa Horak. I am a certified family nurse practitioner who is specializing in infectious disease. What I like about infectious disease is that there are more aspects to it than both what we know as everyday people or as the layperson and what we learn about in school. And there's more to how it affects the body as a whole than kind of what we can see on the surface. Infectious disease covers kind of any and all infectious disease that we can think of. So anything like a UTI, sexually transmitted infections, we see a lot of anything that requires specialized antibiotic or long-term antibiotic treatment that a normal or a primary care cannot necessarily do. A lot of elderly with UTIs, any type of sexually transmitted infection or recurrent sexual transmitted infection, so HIV, AIDS, chlamydia, things like that. And then anybody with kind of bone infections that require long-term antibiotic coverage. So what got me into infectious disease is I worked in the ICU during the COVID pandemic, and I had to work closely with the infectious disease doctors because it was such a new virus and newer things were happening and new research and new information was coming out every day that it was kind of interesting to learn about. And it's always also interesting to learn about all of the other kind of infectious processes that we don't necessarily get the opportunity to learn a lot about in school or working on the floor. I am from Louisville, born and raised. I went to Spalding University for my undergrad or my registered nurse RN BSN, and I went to Bellarmine University for my master's. So I like to read. My cousin and I recently just started our own little book club that's just us right now. And we read and we text each other all the time. I also like to work puzzles. So I love doing little jigsaw puzzles and just spending time with my family and chasing after a 2 and 12-year-old.